This is the Priestcast. I'm Father Adam Ahern. Father Michael Kuchar, how are you?
Father Ahern, a happy and joyous Wednesday to you. I'm doing well, thanks. How about you?
Living the dream, hoping never to wake up. God is so good and great.
Praise the Lord.
Hey, and you know, we may not have known it yesterday, but today
now we do.
We know that the Hoosiers are the national football champions of college football.
Isn't that something?
It is incredible. Like, I mean, I would encourage everyone to look into the Hoosier quarterback, Fernando Mendoza. He is a good, faithful Catholic young man, and worth checking out.
I watched as after the game, he went over to the two priests, Father Patrick and Father Ben, were there, and he went over and gave him a big old embrace, and it was just really beautiful to see.
Yeah. And he's a very active member at the Catholic community there in Bloomington. He's highly engaged. You know, he's Cuban American, so raised Catholic, raised in his faith, but lives his faith and practices his faith. Still to this day. So, like, well worth looking into. Well worth checking out. Well worth being proud of as a Catholic in the United States today. Fernando Mendoza, quarterback of the national and Heisman Trophy winner, but quarterback of the national championship, Indiana Hoosiers.
Today or yesterday was the feast day of Saint Sebastian, as we noted, and the patron of athletes. So at school mass, we talked about being a good sportsman and all that stuff, and used Fernando as a good example. And let's face it, there were some things that should have been called that weren't.
Oh, very much so.
And the other team, not everybody always plays fair, shall we say? Exactly.
But did you see his 4th and 5 run?
Yes.
Where he shrugged off a couple tackles and then dove for the end zone. Stretched out
right through 3 or 4 different players.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
Beautiful to see. He just dove right through them.
It was, and it was very cool. I mean, like, again, it's great that he the Hoosiers won, that Indiana won. It makes it even better that the quarterback for the team is a Catholic, and it makes it amazing that he is a very active and practicing Catholic, very engaged in his faith and willing to display his faith in how he plays and how he interacts with the people around him.
They asked him why he brought the Heisman Trophy to the priest. He said, because those guys have done so much for me. They've heard my confession. My confessions, they gave me mass. He says, I've just learned so much from them, and I just wanted to thank him. Isn't that wild?
That is wild. That's who he is, and that's what makes it so special and really cool. So,
and that also
very
hits
proud.
Father Ahern on the essence of the priest. The priest is one who we exist at the service of everybody else.
Right.
We give the people sacerdote, sacerdo. We give them the holy things that they need in order to thrive and to survive and to thrive, lest the journey be too much for them. And that's what we do. We give them what they need for absolution. We give them Jesus.
We don't do it for something in return. We do it because of our configuration to Jesus Christ. And it's not about what we get out of it. It's about what we're giving. And that's always the most important thing to remember as a priest is it's not about, your situation. It's not about what you receive from people. It's always about what are you giving to the people. You always have to remember
giving to the people.
Are you giving them Jesus Christ, or are you giving them something selfish?
Yeah. You're exactly right, Father Aaron. And every now and again, we get a little grace from the Lord, and somebody says thank you.
Exactly. Every now and again, it works out pretty well for us. Every now and then, more often than not, it works out pretty well for the priest.
We were just talking beforehand about your pumpkin bread, and
yeah. I mean,
got
the pumpkin bread was delicious, but the real gift for me tonight was the lady who just showed up with a chocolate and flan cake and said, "Here you go, Father. I made this for you."
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not a huge fan of flan, but I'm going to eat that thing.
I have a new pair of shoes that somebody just gave me.
I get shoes every once in a while too.
And I really
you need shoes because you probably have you ever bought a pair of shoes?
A few here and there.
Because I gotta imagine that you would still be wearing the shoes your mom bought you for high school.
No, the soles fell off of those a couple of years ago.
Exactly. That's what I thought. Okay.
They don't make stuff to last anymore. Father Ahern, simplicity of life.
It is a simplicity of life. Yes, it is.
Let me tell you a story about our Vianney.
Okay. What's this story about?
So this was a little earlier on in his time at Ars, and but long enough that people were beginning to, the word was getting out that he was a really good preacher. And so we've already talked about how a few years into that, he just kind of said, I'm not leaving here,
Right.
But for a while he did, and he was going to give a parish mission in a nearby village. And as he was preparing for this, the night before, it was sunset and all this, and he was leaving the church. It's dark out now, and he goes to his room, and the devil starts to launch this fierce attack, and kind of pounding on the walls and just scraping sounds. He said later on,
just making a ruckus.
Crashes. It was just like an onslaught, And so Vianney just kind of lays there very peacefully, calmly. He's not. He learned early on you don't get excited about the devil, and he tried to just he prayed his rosary and all this, and he decided that in prayer he thought, you know what, the devil is doing this because he doesn't want me to be able to sleep tonight. He wants me to be exhausted tomorrow. So instead of, he was going to leave at sunrise, but instead of that, he decided that he was going to leave in the middle of the night. And so or early in the morning, I guess, early. And so he slips out the door, Ahern, and leaves the devil pounding on an empty house.
That is hilarious.
And something to the effect of, so then he was, he got there and he was ready in the church, peaceful, focused, ready to hear confessions and give the mission and all that. But he says something to the tune of, the devil knew my schedule, so I changed it.
Well, hey, you know what? That is very, that's an awesome story. I love that. I love that. The line, the devil knew my schedule and I changed it, because that is advice that I give to people in the confessional all the time. Like, the devil knows your routines. He knows your habits.
Yes.
And so he works within those to lead you to sin. So if you're falling into the same sin over and over again, change your routine, change your habit, do something different to set yourself up for a better result. Don't continue to do the same things over and over again, expecting a different result.
Yeah, here's the thing: if you don't change anything, nothing's going to change.
Exactly.
The devil knows how to get you, and so you got to avoid the occasion of sin, as we say in the act of the contrition.
Right.
But also, You can defeat the devil by just being unpredictable.
Right. I mean, like you never plan anything. So, like, I mean, it's just chaos for you, and that works.
Not exactly true. There are some things in which I am very organized,
and those things are. I'm not even going to ask
you. But you have to be unpredictable. You have to be. The devil loves routine. What did I just read Don Bosco? He said,
"Well, I mean, it's not that the devil loves routine. It's not that anyone who sticks to a schedule is evil or anything like that.
No, of course not. Look at monasteries.
Right, but if your schedule is leading you to sin, that's when you need to change it. When your routine and your habits are not benefiting you spiritually, that's when you need to examine them and make some different choices.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Don Bosco, he said, well, here I can't find that one, but listen to this one. This is completely unrelated. St. Francis of Assisi. What do you have to fear? Nothing. Whom do you have to fear? No one. Why? Because whoever has joined forces with God obtains 3 great privileges: omnipotence without power, intoxication without wine, and life without death.
Wow, there we go.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild. I like that. That's a good quote.
Anyway, I found a Don Bosco quote, but I can't find it. It was related to this topic of staying busy, sane.
But then again, like if the devil is coming at you and is attacking you, don't stay put. Don't just stay there and let him attack you. Change your situation. Go somewhere else. Do something different. Don't just sit there and be all like, "Oh, I'm being attacked." Okay, you're right. You're being attacked. So do something about it.
Yes. You got to change your habits, change your life.
Exactly.
Yes, the devil knew my schedule, so I changed it.
I like it. That's
beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
St. John Vianney,
pray for us.